Hello and welcome. You're watching our English news program on Somaliland National Television and I'm Wars Mohammed. These are the stories making headlines. President of Somaliland held a meeting with governmental officials. Vice President of Somaliland takes a tour to Abdi Gedi and Lughaya areas. President of Somaliland held a large meeting with governmental officials to discuss the possibility to postpone the voters' registration process and focus on assisting victims of drought. The event had in attendance cabinet ministers, members of the houses, parliamentarians, opposition parties, as well as members of the National Electoral Commission. The purpose of this meeting was to discuss postponing the voters' registration process until further notice and focus currently on helping our people residing in areas with severe drought. The President praised the efforts of the National Electoral Commission and pledged to complete this project in order to hold fair elections. He further explained that it's the government and people of Somaliland's responsibility to help our people across the country regarding that drought is causing more damage every day. After a long discussion, majority of the attendees agreed with the President of Somaliland on postponing the voter registration process to help our people, while opposition party UD disagreed with that suggestion. In conclusion, Chairman of the House of Elders announced to the media that majority has agreed to the President's decision. Vice President of Somaliland Abdulrahman Abdullah Ismail Sayli'i and his delegation took a tour to supervise the conditions of residents of Abdi Gedi and Lughaya districts. Vice President of Somaliland, who's also the head of the Governmental Committee for Drought, after speaking to residents of these areas, pledged on behalf of the government and people of Somaliland to provide them with the necessary assistance as soon as possible. He also spoke on citizens that flee their homes after they lost their livestock due to the drought, and he pledged to assist them go back to their homes. The road linking Abdi Gedi and Lughaya areas often witnessed citizens selling milk on the sides of the road. Citizens residing in Awdal and Salal regions had always consumed their livestock's milk and meat in order to live, but they are currently living on aid and donations as a result to the ravaging drought the country has been suffering from for the last 3 years. Committee for Finance for the House of Representatives, led by the head of the committee, presented members of the House with a new law draft. Head of the committee explained that this is the law for tax revenues draft. He spoke further on the role tax revenues play in the economy of the country. Head of the Committee for Finance urged members of the House to provide feedback on the draft of the law provided earlier to them. The head also stated that the committee was working on the draft for a while, and he highlighted that it covers 3 areas of concern, including the financial management of the taxes. He also explained that this law will facilitate the management of governmental budget, and he stated that it will assist in the process of developing the budget as well. Governor of Sahel Region Chama Yusuf Ahmed appointed members of the new Committee for Drought for that region. Governor of Sahel Region appointed 11 members consisting of businessmen, parliamentarians and governmental officials and announced that it will be headed by officials of Sahel Region. The governor stated that they will immediately start distributing donations to residents of districts and villages in the region. On the other hand, Sahel Regional Coordinator for Religious Affairs urged all religious leaders and scholars across Sahel Region to take part in this movement to support the committee's efforts. Also, members of the committee stated that they took a tour to some areas and have witnessed the dire conditions in which citizens are enduring. They pledged to continue their supervision tours in order to better help those most in need. Muhammad Abdi Badiye, member of the Regional Committee for Ari Gaba Road Construction, spoke to media on the progress of that project. He first explained the significance of this road to the people of Somaliland, especially those who travel between Sanag and Togdere all the time. He stated that the construction of this road is ongoing and that it came a long way and it's closer to the completion. Mahmoud Ali Badiye stated that the road is almost completed and it's now covering the last part, which is the distance between Gar Adag and Warida districts. He continued urging all Somalilanders residing in the country and abroad to provide assistance and donations and contribute to the construction of this road. He eventually urged the people of Somaliland to take part in the governmental efforts in assisting the Somaliland citizens residing in areas of drought. And that's all the news for now. Thank you for watching. Until tomorrow, take care.